good morning. It is Tuesday, April 14th, 2020. Let's take a look at what we're going to do today. All right, we are going to do our daily check-in. We're going to look at foldable books, and we're going to look at day one of our brand new packet. So let's get started. All right, I have my journal. All right, so at the top I wrote today's date, 4/14/20. And then it says, I'm feeling a 4 today because it looks like I can take a walk outside. Holy cow, did you guys notice how much it was raining last week? Wow, lots of rain. But my plants and my new garden really like the water, but I really wanted to go outside some, but you know I don't like getting wet. Actually, I don't even like going outside that much, so I don't know. I think I just want something different to do. But it looks like we're gonna have beautiful days this week. And then this part here, write 1 or 2 sentences about something you did today. I will do that later after I do more today. All right, so daily check-in. Check. Next, it is foldable books. Now, I noticed every day last time in our packet, it said, read for 15 minutes, choose a book of your own or a foldable from the back of this packet. And I didn't really look at those. So this time I did look at them. So our new packet, in the very back were pages, and I just kind of like ripped them off the back. And I was very confused on how these made a book. And so I figured it out. I did the Paul Bunyan one, so I have that one done already, and it's ready for me to read. But it was a little confusing, so I want to do the dinosaur one with you so you can see what to do. So here's what I did. You're going to need a pair of scissors, and you're going to need your paper, and that's it. You can just fold it, and it stays in place, mostly. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut along all these dotted lines here, just kind of like one big like rectangle. I'm gonna try to have one piece of trash so I don't make a big mess. So I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna go here. And it's not gonna line up perfectly, but it'll be fine for us to read. And then around here. So see, one piece of trash. So it's really easy for you to throw away. You're not making a mess. Your parents are happy. So let me throw this away. All right. Then there's actually a dotted line straight across here. So there's not a dotted line this way, but it goes this way. So I'm gonna cut across right there. So I have like 2 papers and I'm done with this page. So I'm gonna set it down for now. And then there's this page here. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna cut around, trying to have one piece of trash. And sometimes we make a mistake and we don't have one piece of trash. It's just a good goal. That way we don't have a bunch of little pieces of paper around and we don't have to clean up as much. That makes a clean classroom, a cleaner house. Trust me. And I've been cutting for a long time, so I'm usually pretty good at having one piece of trash, but sometimes even experienced people like me make a mistake. I think I can do it this way. Yay! My trash can's like right over there. And then I'm cutting across this way because there's a dotted line, not this way. So this way. All right, so now it's a little tricky. There are tiny, tiny, tiny little page numbers, in these prints. So first I'm gonna look for the cover of our book. It says something about dinosaurs, so I'm looking for that. Let's look and talk about dinosaurs. So I'm gonna fold this one, just like this, so, right, looks like that. And then here, this says page 2. So now I need to find the one that says page 3 on it. Ooh, it's a little hard to read. So if you want to rewind this and do it with me, you totally can. 2, I found page 4. Oh, there we go. So page 3 looks like this. I'm going to fold it. So what just happened, we have page 3, and then right here is page 4. So we are going to, here's our top. We're going to stack this one right on top. So if you want to check it, it says, you know, our cover here, and then page 2, page 3, we turn it page 4. The next page says page 13 though, so I think we need to find page 5. All right, page 5. There's page 6. Ah, page 5. So I'm gonna fold this, and I'm gonna stick this one right inside my book. So far I have my cover, I have page 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But then it goes to page 11, so we need to find page 7, which is the last one. It says 7 right down here. I'm going to fold it. And then I'm just going to put this right in the middle of my book. So our book should be finished. So it says, let's look at the dinosaurs. And if I check the pages, we should be good. Page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, page 6, page 7, page 8, page 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, 14, 15, and the very last page is on the back, 16. So you do the same thing with the Paul Bunyan book. So you have 2 books you can read, and all I had to do was cut and fold and look at numbers and make sure the pages are in order. So these are 2 books you could be reading during this time. Also, if you want to go back to your last packet, you can take those out and make those books too. So you'll have some cool little books to work with. All right, foldable books. I think we can check that off. Foldable books. Check. All right, now we need to look at day 1 of our packet. And our packet this time looks similar to the one we had last time. It's just for 3 weeks instead of 2. So it's thicker because it's 15 days instead of 10. So front, nice and big. It's for grade 2. In the front cover, it tells you ways that you can have online resources. It's in English and in Spanish, so that's really helpful. And then just like last time, we have our checkoff list for each week of what you could be doing. So let's take a look at today. All right. Day 1 reading. It says read for 15 minutes. Use a book of your own or a foldable book from the end of this packet. And if you just made a foldable book with me, you could just read that. An exciting day in San Francisco. Invite your child to read the diary entry aloud. Brainstorm an important local or school occasion and write a made-up diary entry for it. All right, so first we need to read. Let's take a look at the article. An exciting day in San Francisco. And this was written May 27th, 1937. And it says, Dear Diary, what an exciting day it has been. The shiny new Golden Gate Bridge opened here in San Francisco. Today, only pedestrians were allowed to cross. I went with Mama and Papa. The cost was 25 cents for each of us to walk across. Thousands of people just like us waited in line. The most exciting part of the day came when we saw our neighbors, Carmen and her sister Minnie Perez, wearing roller skates. They are the first people to ever skate across the bridge. Now they will be in history books. Yours truly, Charles. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, so it tells us to brainstorm an important local or school occasion. An occasion's like an event or like something that happened. And write a made-up diary entry for it. So it says made up. It doesn't even have to be true. I think to brainstorm, we should make a thinking map. So let me grab a piece of paper. I have my Mario notebook here, and I'm going to turn to a page where I have a blank paper. There we go. So let's see. I'm going to brainstorm about something that happened at my school or in my community. So if I'm going to brainstorm, I think I'm going to do a circle map, because that's kind of what we do first when we're getting our information, right? So when we get our information, we make a circle map. So I'm gonna draw this out. All right, so I have my circle. In the middle, we should put our event. So what could we put? You could put, let's see, what's happened in our school year this year? You could put Seussical. You could put running for Ronald. Remember when we did those cool activities? You could put Viking assembly. You can make something up. You could say SpongeBob came to visit Voorhees. You can put whatever you want. I am going to write Seussical. Whoops, I did not spell it right. So that's the event I'm going to talk about. If you want to use my event, you can, or you can choose something else. So let's see, it says, write a made-up diary entry for it. So what happened during Seussical? Let's see. Our class was the Jungle Citizens. Maybe you had a featured role. Were you the sour kangaroo? You could say, I was the sour kangaroo. Were you a monkey? I was a monkey. You could say, I made my own hat. Which we did. We all made our own hat. Maybe my favorite song was blank. My favorite song was blank. You could say my favorite song was Oh, the Things You Can Think, or my favorite song was Monkey Around, or my favorite song was When the Hortons Sang, or my favorite song was the beginning overture when it had all the funny sounds. It's up to you. You don't even have to put that. These are just ideas. What else? Ooh, you could say it blank fun because. All right, so you could say it was fun, it wasn't fun because maybe you didn't like doing it, and that's okay. You don't have to love everything we do. As long as you're polite about it, it's all good. And then if you have any other ideas, put them in there. You can copy mine, like you can pause and copy everything I have, or you can come up with your own. So my occasion that I decided to do was Seussical. I said that our class was the Jungle Citizens. I made my own hat. My favorite song was blank, and it should say it blank fun because, like, it was fun. It was not fun because I hate performing. It was fun because we got to do a musical for the whole school, or it was fun because my mom was very proud of me. Whatever you want to put. You could also put that we had our own shirts. Those were pretty cool. You guys looked great. Okay, so that's reading. And then for writing, it says make up your own diary entry. So our brainstorm was our thinking map. Now we're going to actually write about it. And that paper looks like this. And it starts it off for you, Dear Diary. Ooh. At my school, we performed the musical Seussical. Our class was the Jungle Citizens. So you can take whatever you wrote here and make them into complete sentences here. So I think that would work out pretty well. Remember to use like capital letters, periods, do your best with spelling, try to sound out those words the best you can. Also for writing today, we have past tense and irregular verbs. And we've actually done this before. You guys are pretty good at it. Past tense verbs tell about things that have already happened. Past tense verbs that do not end in ed are called irregular verbs. Examples include the following. So present means what's happening right now. Past means it already happened. So present meaning right now, you fall. But if it happened like yesterday, you fell. Then we have slide and slid. Tell, like if it's happening right now, I'm going to tell you. But if it was yesterday, I told you. And then take and took. Like, I'm going to take your picture tomorrow. Then let's say, well, you took my picture yesterday. All right, let's look at what we're supposed to do. It says choose the correct past tense verb from the box to complete each sentence. Write the verb on the line. So we have take, told, slide, fell, fall, tell, took, slid. And the first one says snow blank last night. Snow blank last night. Number 2 says we blank a walk in the snow. Okay, number Number 3 says, I blank across dangerous ice. Number 4 says, I blank mom about the weather. And then here it says, underline the verb in the sentence. Then rewrite the sentence, replacing the underlined verb with the past tense form. So the first one, or it's number 5, but it says, many leaves fall. We learned up here that if it's present, it's fall, but if it's past tense, you would say many leaves fell. So write that down there. And then I slide down the hill. What's the past tense of that? All right, for math, just like every other day, it looks like we have a math task, a math assignment, and then math fluency. So let's take a look at this math task. I think we get to cut some things. Cool. All right, so it says, task, boxes and cartons of pencils. Pencils are packed 10 in a box. A classroom carton has 10 boxes. Jem has 1 carton and 4 boxes. How many pencils does Jem have altogether? Ooh, okay, so it says pencils are packed 10 in a box. So if I'm looking at 10 in a box, and if I still have my base 10 blocks from last time, here, there. So let's see. 10 in a box. So we have 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 pencils. Or, yeah. Okay. And she has 1 carton and 4 boxes. And a classroom carton has 10 boxes. So 10 tens. So wouldn't you say that this is 10 tens, 100? So this is a carton and this is a box. So if Jem has 1 carton and 4 boxes, 2, 3, 4. How many does Jem have altogether? You could also draw this too. So 1 carton and 4 boxes. Right? Do you see like 104 tens here? This is kind of like expanded form. So we could say 100 plus 10, 20, 30, 40 plus 40 equals 140. So there we go right there. So anytime we're talking about a carton, we're talking about 100, and anytime it's a box, we're looking at tens. All right, then B says, Lee needs to pack 370 pencils. How many boxes does Lee need? Remember, boxes are 10. So see if you can kind of figure that out. You can draw it like I did. If you still have your base 10 blocks, I keep losing my ones like every day, so I understand if you have some of them missing, but if you have them, go ahead and use them. If Lee puts the boxes in cartons, how many cartons can he fill? So you're gonna put all the tens here and then figure out how many hundreds you can make. Well, that's pretty cool. Miss Cato needs 10 pencils for each of her 26 students. If she only buys boxes, how many boxes does she need? So she's getting 10 pencils for 26 students. She finds out that it's cheaper to buy pencils in cartons. How many cartons should she buy? How many additional boxes will she need? So she'll be able to get some cartons, but then need some boxes. So take your time with that. Feel free to draw it out and figure out the answers to that. And if you get stuck, skip it. It's okay. You can go back. All right. This says hundreds. Cut out the base 10 rods and flats below. Oh, just like these. Glue to show the number. Oh, we're gonna glue some things? Okay, so you get to cut these out. And then 4 10s equal 41. So you're gonna get 4 of these and I guess glue them down right here. 6 10s equals 61. So you're gonna take that and glue them here. 200s is 20 10s, which is 200 ones. So I guess you're gonna take those and put them down. And 300s is 30 10s or 300 ones, and you're gonna get those and glue them down. That one should be pretty fun. Hopefully you have some glue. If not, maybe tape, work it out. If you don't have glue or tape, draw them, and that's okay too. Whatever you need to do. All right, math fluency today. We have 24 plus 9. So you're going to solve it using any strategy, use models or visuals. You're going to write a story, and how do you know your answer is correct? Explain that there. All right, so another part of our packet that I've accidentally ignored is the art part. And let's take a look at that. I do art with you on Fridays, but if you want to take a look at our packet art, we can totally do that. Let's look at day 1 art. It says you need white paper, black marker or crayon, different colors of watercolors. Markers or crayons can be used if watercolors aren't available. That's good because I don't have watercolors at my house. I barely have them in our classroom. So let's see. It says this week you will be using different types of lines to create a design. Then you will fill the empty space with colors to create a work of art. Okay, and to practice, we're going to make different types of lines. All right, do we have more directions in this? We do, okay. Okay, so this is going to take all week for us to do. Today, we're just going to practice different lines. And then tomorrow, we can use different types of lines to create an abstract design. And then we're going to add color, and then we're going to do the reflection, and then we're going to share it with our family and display our art. Okay, we can do this. So right here, we can do our practice lines. I'm going to grab my black pen, but you can use a pencil or whatever's available to you. And let's see, there's a straight line, so I'm going to do that. Here's my straight line. There is a zigzag line, so it just kind of goes up and down like little mountains. So there's my zigzag line. I went up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Right, kind of fun. Let's see, there's wavy lines. I like wavy lines because they just kind of flow up and down. Up and down, up and down, up and down. So there's my wavy line. Dotted lines, those are a little trickier for me. It's just a bunch of dots, but it's hard to keep them in a straight line. So I have it started, but it's a little rough, but I'm gonna do it. Dotting across, 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 going across, still going across. Okay, so there's that. It's hard to see kind of, but there it is. And the last one says curly, and that one excites me. So curly, I'm just gonna kind of make little loopity loops all the way over. Loop, 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 curly, 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 curly. And you know what? I still have some space at the bottom, so I am going to do a different kind of line. What could I do? Maybe I could do a combination. I'm going to do a curly, zigzag, wavy, dot. So my last line, I got creative and I did a curl with zigzags, wavy, and dot. You don't have to do that, but that's our art for today. Whew, all right, so that's what's happening in our packet today. If you get stuck on anything, you can contact me through Class Dojo. You can email me, like your parents can email me. My email address is thompsonle@bcsd.com. I'll put it right here so that you guys can type it in and email me. So it's right there. Class Dojo is the best way, but if you're not logged into that, that's all right. Email me and tell me that you need to get logged into Class Dojo. And that's the quickest, easiest way to contact me. It's almost like text messaging. It's so simple. But that's it for today. I hope you have a great Tuesday. I hope you had a great spring break and you had a good weekend. And I will see you tomorrow. Stay gritty.